I know that many people are telling you online that you should start a side hustle to generate additional income on top of your day job. But maybe you do not really have an idea how to start or what are the examples of side hustles that you could embark on. So in this video, let me share some examples that I have previously done so that you can see whether it applies to yourself. But if you really want to join like-minded people in terms of hustling and all that stuff, then come and join us at our over 10,000 members Telegram group at Honey Money SG to share your experiences. My first ever side hustle was giving tuition for a fee, and that was after national service because I was also influenced by my friends back then who was generating good income from tuition. And it doesn't have to be really high level education. You could start with primary school or secondary school tuition even. Like, what subjects are you good at? Are you good at English? Are you good at math? Are you good at sciences? All these subjects that you are particularly good at and you have the grades to show the parents that you are good at them, then maybe you could start out. And in a highly competitive education landscape in Singapore, more and more parents are actually seeking out tuition services, whether group classes or one-to-one consultations. All these are really good services that you could start because more than 10 years ago, my per hour rate was $30 per hour for secondary school tuition. And now with inflation and all that, with your education skills, maybe you could charge like $40 to $50 per hour. And you see, each lesson being a minimum of 2 hours, that could net you $100 for a $50 per hour rate. And let's say you do 4 lessons per month, that's an easy $400 on top of what you earn. And let me be very clear that tuition services is not just limited to academics, it can also be skills. Like if you're good at speaking or if you're good at computing or anything, then maybe you could charge a fee for teaching others how to do it in your profession. And that's how you could start a service-based business. Moving on to my second side hustle, and that is an online marketplace seller. I did not deliberately choose this side hustle. It was more like I was trying to sell my old things away on Carousell, and then it kind of grew into me that maybe I have more things that I could sell. And you must remember that back then, the e-commerce platforms before COVID were not very well received. Like, people weren't very familiar with these e-commerce platforms, and hence there is a lot of cost arbitrage that you could do. Simply buy low, sell high, where you could apply vouchers, gift cards, discounts and all that. You buy at a lower cost and then you sell it at a higher cost to the consumer, especially when the new iPhone just launched and you see that many people are queuing up outside the Apple store buying the brand new iPhones and selling it to foreigners who have traveled to Singapore. That's another side hustle that you could embark on once a year if you think that selling phones is your thing. But let's say if you're not really good at flipping goods, then how about handmade stuff? Like you could make personalized items. I've heard of personalized jewelry, I heard of personalized clothing, some kind of custom made designs, all these that you could sell online on Etsy, on eBay or all that stuff. Just something you could explore on your free time and see how it turns out. Maybe you could run it as a business in the end. The third side hustle that you could try out is options trading. And I'm going to be very clear that options trading is not for the faint-hearted and not financial advice here, because everyone has a different risk appetite, and options trading will require you to be able to stomach higher risks, as I believe that it is a form of derivatives and it involves leverage, which not many people are comfortable with. Most of the options traders generate income by selling cash secured puts or selling covered calls. And if you're more advanced, you could go into more complicated strategies like iron condor, bull put spread, bear put spread, all these things. And I do declare that I'm not an options expert, neither am I doing options trading actively. So you have to keep in mind that while options trading could be quite lucrative, there are risks involved that you have to accept. Therefore, it is essential to have solid understanding of the market. And if you're thinking of a good platform to trade options, then one good platform that you can do that is through Tiger Brokers, which is a sponsor of today's video. Because if you haven't heard, Tiger Brokers is offering 65 cents per options contract and 0 commissions for US shares for all new users. If you want to trade US options, then do consider using Tiger Brokers because it is charging 35 cents commission plus 30 cents platform fees, totaling up to 65 cents with no minimum commission. And even on the Tiger mobile app itself, you can see a lot of information about options trading regarding what stock that you pick, what are the bid and ask spread, and what are the other details that would help you on your options trading. And for the low cost options trading fees, it is not only for new users. Existing users would also qualify. For new users, there is an even better reason for you to sign up and use Tiger Brokers, because if you look at the welcome rewards, you get 180 days of unlimited commission-free trades for US stocks. And when you deposit or transfer in shares from other platforms to Tiger Brokers, you can win prizes worth $888 plus an additional $30 of fractional shares when you sign up with my unique referral link down below, or scan the QR code right here to get your Tiger Brokers account today. So my next idea of side hustle will be content creation or freelance writing, which is what I'm doing right now as a YouTube content creator. Well, if you're good in writing, then maybe you could start copywriting services, or you could start a blog, write articles for a platform or for someone as a freelance writing service. But if you're more comfortable with visuals, video, audio stuff, then maybe you could start content creation via YouTube, TikTok, Spotify platform, and just do it as a hobby first. See if you like it, because you may not really like being in front of the camera like myself. So start to create content around topics that you love or want to discuss, and if you're lucky enough, maybe you'll gain some traction and brands will start to engage you if they find that you are the voice or you are the authority that could help market their brand to the specified target audience. Now, coming from someone who has been doing this for close to 3 years, I could tell you that your first few months are going to be really difficult, because there's probably a lot of work involved starting up, but you have no revenue coming in. So I'm going to tell you that you need to post at least 100 quality content before you start to see some traction coming up. So for those of you who are aspiring content creators, don't give up, you'll get there one day. Okay, so the above 4 ideas are those ideas which I have explored and experienced and share my own insights about them. How about 2 bonus ideas that I have not done or experienced, but I think they are rather good ideas, and one of them is pet boarding or pet sitting, because you must have heard that many people have bought pets during the COVID period because they are lonely, they cannot go out. And now that everyone is back to work in office, who is going to take care of the pets? Who's going to clean their stuff? Who's going to take them out for walks? And who's going to take care of them when you are away for holidays? So I think everyone is familiar with the concept of babysitting, and now with pet sitting, it's going to be quite a lucrative business, I would say, because a lot of people do show a lot of love to their pets. And maybe that's where you can consider going to some of these platforms and post what services you could provide. Like you could take care of their pets for a few days when they are away for holidays, or you could take them out on a walk for the dogs. Now, the other bonus idea is cleaning services. And like, people hate doing housework, but they do not prefer to have a live-in helper. So what you could do is you could provide some aircon cleaning services, or maybe some home cleaning or car cleaning services even in the landed estates. And you will be targeting those homeowners who value cleanliness, but they do not have the time to do it, or they do not have a live-in helper to help them with all this stuff. And once you're established enough, maybe you could hire a team to help do on your behalf, and that's where you will start to become a business owner. So all the ideas I discussed above are just some of the things that I have explored. Some of them I may not have explored, but maybe give it a try, see how it goes, because you just want to earn additional income, right? It's not going to be your main thing until it works out. But if you want to look at other ways you could generate passive income, then I could refer you to my previous video right here, where I show you what are my real passive income sources.